parking's there, it's wrong. You know what I mean?
Can I ask you what your biggest concerns are?
Oh, I have a lot of concerns. I don't know how it's going to impact the building. Out where we live, it's not a new building, and I think it'll crack our foundation. I think the traffic in this area is also crazy. We already have buses making this turn here. I don't know, what's going to happen. I'm afraid there'll be buses on the next street because they'll start rerouting things. What kind of, it's going to bring in a lot more people into the area. I can't see anything positive about it. There's also a school, like just around the corner, and there's a lot of traffic in front of the school. If you ever try to drive down Kew Gardens Road at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, you can't drive. It's just going to bring more traffic.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We don't want the building. It's just not the area for that type of structure. It's highly unsafe. It should be closed and locked and secured far, far more than it is. It is just a huge tragedy waiting to happen. It scares me.
That's fun.
Is this your largest concern?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I think there's a lot of families here that can't afford to buy houses, and they have to end up buying apartments. We still want the quality of life. We're living in a good middle-class neighborhood, and now they're going to put up a hotel, which is a little bit, not exactly a luxury hotel, what you called it. I'm concerned about my child. I'm concerned about all the other children that are going to be walking around here playing with all these transits walking around. To me, that's a big concern, as well as the safety with the cranes falling.
What was your thought the first time you saw this happening? What was your thought?
I was afraid that something would happen with their cranes or with any of their equipment, and it would damage, or their building would fall over on top of ours. I just don't think it's safe.
If the owners were out here right now and you had something to say to them, what would it be?
Don't build.
Anything beyond that?
I think the biggest thing to me right now is a traffic study. Get the traffic study done. I don't know how it's going to impact this area with this traffic study. The buses are going to be able to run through here. There's going to be no parking. It's going to be a disaster for at least 2 years.
And if he said, well, I've got permits to do it, what would you say?
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Don't do it.
It's a thing where if he said I have permits to do it, you know what? Yeah, he can stop. He can build, but you know what? He has a family too. And I'm pretty sure if we put a structure up right behind his house where he lived, he'd be up in arms. So don't sit here and tell me that you're not, you don't care. You're just doing this for greed. I understand you financed the whole deal. That's great. But you know what? We live here, and you don't care about our living standards, and that's what's important to us. So yeah, you can build here. You know what? I hope it fails for you. I mean, that's what it's all about. It's quality of life, and he doesn't take a serious stance to that. He doesn't care because he's a greedy entrepreneur, and whatever he wants to do, he's going to do. So you know what? We've got to do what we have to do. We have to stand firm as a community to make sure that we get this done, and that's what's most important. And that's what I like to tell them. And I'm a musician too.
Not for tonight.
Oh, for tonight.
Thank you guys for coming. We had the Queen's Courier come, the Queen's Tribune, Newsday showed up, which is really great. We had a lot of passers-by, we gave out information, so it's just a start, and I just want to say thanks for everybody that came.
On a Monday morning, while I was sleeping, the digging started, cement was heaping. What other secrets is the owner keeping? He has no credibility. 3 times his site plan was rejected. Now he's got permits and we are affected. Who stands for neighbors I guess we are elected. Fight for your community. This land is your land. This land is my land. We live together, even if you buy land, even if it is in the skyland. You must think of our community. 8-story buildings, that would be fitting. But 20 floors in a hotel, you must be kidding. We also live here, we are not quitting. It threatens our kids' inequity. This land is your land, this land is my land. We live together, even if you buy land, even if it is in the skyland. You must think of our community. Bad faith in building, reroute the buses. A lot less parking with no regard for us is. Contact officials, tell them what the fuss is, and tell them we want our security. No traffic study or for the topsoil, and the prospect of cranes can make my blood boil. Our investment at risk, and for everything we toil. Who will speak for you and me? So what can you do? What kind of action for neighbor safety and interaction? How will you get your satisfaction that your neighborhood belongs to you and me? Share expertise and don't stop talking, and say hello to us when you see us out here walking. And beware of dreams that the owner's hawking. They're just stories he sells to you and me. This land is your land, this land is my land. We live together, even if you buy land, even if it is in the skyland. You must think of our community. Tell all your friends, and then tell others not to eat at this pasta lovers. Above our building, no crane will hover, and nothing will threaten you and me. This land is your land, this land is my land. We live together, even if you buy land, even if it is in the skyland. You must think of our community. Think of our community. You must think of our community.